Well, that's a lot of monks. Hello there, this is Ryan speaking, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I am back from what is now my second unintended break, although I swear that I had legitimate reasons this time around. Between university, finally getting my driver's license, trying out streaming, link in the description, and a tiny insignificant bit of procrastination, responsibilities. Well, I hardly had a time. But this time around I'll be more consistent. I swear. But anyway, let's get on with the video, shall we? This is, for whoever you are uninformed people who don't know what a game this is, Shogun 2 Total War. You might have heard of it. Great game, lots of samurai killing each other. Good fun! Now, if you have watched some of my most recent videos, specifically the last 3, I think, you might have noticed that this is in fact not a space game, which I said I was going to focus on. Now this is in fact due to me having grown a bit of a Asian history itch, at the same time that I had my space battle itch. As it happens, I don't have any game that has both samurai and space battles yet. So I had to compromise, so we'll be seeing a bit of some ancient history games, Shogun Total War included. Although I might include some other Total Wars just for, easy to produce videos. But yeah, shall we get on with the battle now? Yeah? Okay. So, we have two armies right here. We have the Ikoiki and the Uesugi. Two factions very based on fate, at least in the game. Well, these guys were... The Ikoiki were actually like a weird denomination of Buddhists, or I don't know. I am an Asian history fan, but I don't have a lot of knowledge. But yeah, these guys actually fought along in real history, so this is a bit of a thematic battle. Shall we look at the armies? Okay, so the Ikoiki are actually bringing a very wide army, a very cheap army. They have a front line of 6 of these Ikoiki lone sword Ashigaru. Very cheap but very cost-effective infantry that, well, they don't have a lot of staying power, but they can deliver some damage. Again, they are not the best unit, but they can be very effective for their cost. Next, we have what is 3 units of Ikoiki Yari infantry. Oh wait, it seems that I missed one Lone Sword Ashigaru. Well, 7 units of Lone Sword Ashigaru. 3 units of Ikoiki Yari infantry Ashigaru. Since the Ikoiki are not bringing the cap this time around, these guys are going to be the main protection they get against any enemy cavalry, which the Uesugi are bringing out a bit. They also have some missiles, which is where their most of their money went for this army. This is the most important core of their army. They have 2 units of Ikoiki Bow Ashigaru, which are not very important, not very impressive, just to get in some numbers, but behind them, we have 4 very important units. First, we have the Ikoiki Matchlock Warrior Monks. Some very accurate, with a lot of range, but very fragile units that can deliver some very good damage if used properly, but as I said, very fragile, so they have to get protected. And behind them, same description, just with arrows, the Ikoiki Warrior Monks. Same as before, as I said, very dangerous but very fragile. So this army is going to be needing to protect these guys so as to get the maximum value from these guys. They are being commanded by Shimotsuma Nakayuki, which is the main faction leader for these guys in these fellows in the game. Now let's look at the Uesugi battle before they commence, because they are getting very near to each other. So we have a mixed-in front line of some 4 Matchlock Ashigaru we have here, and some other 4 Yari Ashigaru. They are intermixed between each other, so that these guys, they can fire while these guys protect them. Kind of a pike and shot kind of information, or at least an attempt towards it. And behind them we have some more elite units, some reserves. 2 units of Uesugi Warrior Monks. Very good units, very fragile as Warrior Monks are, but yeah, very dangerous, very scary as well. They have a bit of a debuff to morale in one of their abilities, and 2 units of Katana Samurai, just, basic infantry, basic elite infantry for this game. They're being commanded by my boy, Wasi Kenshin, my favorite samurai around. And in the flanks, they have probably. Oh god, let's put it in pause because the battle is already beginning here with some opening shots by the Quickie and yeah, some Ashikaru dying. Which I think is going to be the most important units in this confrontation is the cap. We have one unit of Yari cavalry here in the flank, very effective cavalry, not the best around, but very worth it for what its price is. They can be very dangerous if they are not countered, and some great guards, some elite heavy cap. Are they heavy? Yeah, they probably are. Some elite cap that are here just to ruin day because since they don't have any cavalry, as I said, they are going to have to rely on this Yari Shigaru to protect them against the cap. But if yeah, the same with the Yori cap. If left alone, they're going to run amok in the backline and destroy all of those missiles. But this guy, but yeah. Now, shall we begin? The fight is already starting here in the center with a lot of shots coming into the Yari Ashigaru. The Yari Ashigaru are going to go into spear wall, it seems like, to face off the frontal charge from the Lone Sword Ashigaru, and some shots coming in, some more arrows coming. Oh, this. Okay, this is going a bit too fast. Let's look in. There are a lot of infantry coming into the firing in the center. I'm almost more likely in the flanks, and this unit of Matchlock Ashigaru is already like really depleted. They lost some 60 men already. Oh god, they're getting focused fire by these guys. Some arrows coming in. Let's see. Let's watch this. Oh, yep. Oh yeah, this guy got quite right in the head. I don't know how the fuck that went to its helmet. Might be some good arrows, but yeah, these guys are not having a good time. Meanwhile, in the other flank, the Yari Ashigaru are managing to defeat the Lone Sword infantry. Some Yari cap. It seems there was a charge here that I missed into. I'm going to assume it was from Sword, some Ashigaru, and now they're getting counter-charged by the Yari Ashigaru. Some more movements in the flank. These units are already dying, and some more infantry fighting, buying more time for the Matchlock Ashigaru to continue firing. Let's see. These guys are focusing fire on the warrior monks, which is a very good choice. As I said, you don't want these guys to continually fire at you because they're going to get a lot of kills with the accuracy that they have. More guns firing, retreating the Matchlock so that they can get some good firing and not get charged by the infantry. Oh, but we have now the Lone Sword Ashigaru coming in. They're going to be counter-charged by the Wesui warrior monks. The Matchlocks are going to try to retreat. Oh god. But it seems they're going to get... Oh god. Okay, there was a bit of lag there, but as I was saying, there seems they're going to get some kills on the Matchlocks, but the warrior monks are going to, avoid any more casualties for these guys. And in the back here, we have the Great Guard moving already. Meanwhile, the Katana Samurai are already engaging this early on. Already losing a few guys, but delivering some good damage to these Ashigaru units. These guys cannot compete a lot with them. Oh, and some very effective flanking fire by this unit of Matchlocks. The Great Guard coming in, trying to... Oh, going for the bow warrior monks. Getting counter-charged by the Ikuiki General and by one of the units of Yari Ashigaru, trying to protect their most important units right now. But yeah, this is a grave blow to the Ikuiki, losing their bow units here are already getting some casualties, like they are not at full strength. And now they're losing one of the units they had in reserve. Yeah, that's not good for them. The Great Guard is going to try to retreat, but they have the General in pursuit. I don't know if that's a good idea from the Ikuiki. And some Yari Ashigaru trying to keep it in line. Meanwhile, the Matchlock Ashigaru from the Wesugi just keep firing in the flank of the Ikuiki, getting some good kills. The infantry fighting is dying down on this side. There's just being a lot of casualties, not a lot of men remaining to keep up a front line. Oh god! Oh, this guy just got a katana stuck in his neck. Oh, and we see the Great Guard right now coming around the flank. They are not being yeah, the Ikuiki player is not noticing this. They are going to be a very sneaky charge here. Let's see what they get. What they try to charge. Probably the warrior monks. Yeah, they seem they're going for the warrior monks. Let's go into slow mode for this beautiful charge. It's going to be really brutal, I presume. Oh yeah, these guys are already dying. Yeah, they're getting... Oh, and a spear throw by one of the Great Guard. Oh, I love that animation. Just sticking that guy from afar and starting to massacre these poor guys. Oh, and the Wesui Warrior Monks flanking around from the little fight they had here. Yeah, here. Flying around trying to help this unit of Cav, who is now going after the Matchlock Warrior Monks, who are not going to have a good time. But we have the Ikuiki Yarashigaru. Good play by this guy trying to rectify his sword, protect his units. But the infantry fight is... Actually, it seems he's winning the infantry fight at this time around. Oh, and now we have another cavalry charge by the Ikuiki General coming into the matchlocks, not allowing them to continually fire anymore into the flanks of their unit. That's a good choice by the Ikuiki player. Meanwhile, here some more charging by the Wesuga Warrior Monks, who are now getting another headshot. Poor guy, getting shot by the archers. But this guy is going to notice, and it's going to retreat his unit. Meanwhile, on this side, the Great Guard has taken a lot of casualties, but has done a lot of very important, very crucial damage into the most important units of the Ikuiki army. This is going to be very detrimental to their efforts to win this battle here. Warrior Monks coming in, trying to engage this remaining unit of Ikuiki Yariashigaru. Very fresh unit, but they're fighting a very elite unit at the same time, so it's going to be kind of even. Oh, and they're going to be flanked by another unit of Yariashigaru with a... Where did the Great Guard go? Oh, they retreat down here. And it seems like we see Kenshin already had a bit of an engagement around here. Trying to even out the infantry fight. We're going to have another one here trying to protect the matchlocks. A double infantry cavalry charge. I mean, a double cavalry charge into the infantry, routing it instantly. The Ikuiki appear to be consolidating their forces. We have some more warrior monks who came around from this side and are now trying to wreak some havoc in the back. More charging into infantry, trying to even out because the Wesigi don't have any infantry left. They have this warrior monks unit, but they are very depleted and are getting focused fire upon by the matchlocks and the archers, and are now, yeah, they're about to die. They only have 19 guys left. Oh, and some more arrows coming in, more guys dying. I think this guy died from an arrow. I'm not too sure. But yeah, these guys are not going to have a good time. So the general and the Great Guard Cav for the West are trying to even the odds by charging into the infantry. There is not any... Yeah, there is not any Yaria Shigaru left for the Ikuiki. They have one unit, but it's routing, so they don't have any cap defense except for their general, who appears to be moving into a... trying to protect his units, trying to... You know, just being a shield. We are now getting charged by the Great Guard. Oh, and they're going to suffer some very heavy casualties, and are now getting attacked by the Nanigata warrior monks from the Wesugi. Anti-cap units are going to deliver some good damage, and in the back some more matchlocks Shigaru. Yeah, this is not a good position for the Ikuiki, and are getting shot in the back. They're generally suffering heavy casualties. They don't have a lot of infantry in the field to contest these units and shield their missiles. So yeah, this is not a good situation for them. Oh, but it appears the Great Guard finally broke. Oh no, it's still fighting. Wesui Kenshin was the one who didn't fight, and now he's going to charge in, deliver some brutal damage into these units of missiles from the Ikuiki, and just... Oh, this guy lost his head. Poor guy. But it appears that the Ikuiki general managed to escape. Here it is. Here he is, managed to escape. And he's probably going to regroup now. These units have lost. Some more Bawa Shigaru. Oh, and this unit, Majari Shigaru, has managed to come back to protect, trying to safeguard his missiles. Oh, some brutal fire in the back of this matchlocks, losing a lot of men. Oh, it appears that the Cap was going to engage, but the Ikuiki general has finally broken, which is not good for the Ikuiki. They no longer have any leadership left. Some cheeky Cap trying to get into the... Wait, is it the only remaining unit of Boa Shigaru for the Ikuiki, but they're going to be... you know, hunted down by the Yaroshigaru, and they're going to lose some horsemen, 4 horsemen by the looks of it. That's not ideal for the Uesugi. They need that cap if they want to even this, because right now they are losing. They don't have enough. They don't have the same amount of units. I mean, they still have their matchlocks, which are going to be deliver some very bloody firing into the back of these Ikuiki Washigaru who are engaging the matchlock Ashigaru, who are now going to break. The Ikuiki have more units in the field right now, but oh, the Great Guard is finally breaking. That's not good. But now Uesugi Kenshin is coming in with his bodyguard to eliminate this unit of Ashigaru. Another guy loses his head. Oh, that's 2 heads that we have seen being lost. Another one, 3 guys. They're coming under fire from the arrows. Uesugi trying to retreat. And now the matchlocks are going to have to carry this because, yeah, the general cannot charge his cavalry bodyguard with the Yari Ashigaru protecting these guys. So now it's come down to basically the missiles to try to finish this. Now a lot of infantry. You can see these were the lines were fought by the infantry. Yeah, there's not a lot left. It was a very brutal infantry fight. Trying to protect these elite missile units are now going to be the ones deciding the battle. I mean, it's not very elite, but oh, delivering some very effective fire into those Ashigaru. They lost a they lost a lot of men there. The Yaroshigaru coming in, trying to safeguard the Ashigaru. Yep, keep them at bay. These guys are going to retreat to. They're going to separate some bow fire coming in, eliminating a few of the men. This guy is dying right here, an arrow in the gut. And now the matchlocks need to, oh god, they're still getting fired upon. They're losing a few men at this time. I don't know how effective that's going to be in the long run, because an ability has been popped out by the Uesugi general, who is now ready to stand and fight. Either the matchlocks win or he dies, basically. Like, he's saying here like, oh yep, the matchlocks have my full confidence, although I don't know how good confidence that is, because they're still losing men while they're trying to reload their guns. The arrow fire is being very brutal on this matchlock Ashigaru. Oh, another, oh man. Oh, more fire. Neil fire coming in, trying to, oh, this time sniping the Yaroshigaru, trying to eliminate the covering infantry. That's a very good choice. But the Ikuiki appear to not want to engage, trying to finish this battle with only their bows, which I don't think it's a good idea. They're now going to charge. Let's see if they manage to get there before they reload their muskets. Oh, I don't think they're going to do it, are they? Oh no, another volley, and the Yaroshigaru breaks. And now they have free reign to engage the Ashigaru. This is going to come down between these 2 units who have, oh, the matchlocks have more numbers, but they reload slower, so it's going to be, oh, but the Ashigaru breaks without getting another volley from the matchlocks into their faces, and now they're going to retreat, and it's going to be a victory for the Uesugi. Very close there. It came down to basically 2 units, because all of the infantry died right here. You can see it. Lots of bodies. Very brutal battle indeed. Costly victory? Yeah, costly victory. Like, yeah, not a lot of people survived this victory. I don't think this was a very strategic victory, because I mean, they will say they don't have an army to continue any sort of campaign after this. Yeah, it basically came down to who killed the most missile units. As you saw during the battle, the Ikuiki were constantly hunting down the matchlock units from the Uesugi. Meanwhile, the Uesugi with their cav trying to do the same with the Great Guard coming around the flank and engaging the bow warrior monks and the matchlock warrior monks. And it seems that the Uesugi were the ones who did the most effective skirmisher hunters. Let's end the battle, shall we? Let's see the results. Okay, so we have now the final results from the battle. As you can see, the Ikuiki had a big advantage in numbers, almost 500 more men in the field than the Uesugi. And they also took more losses, obviously. But it seems like they had more men survive. More of their men survived, but in the end they broke and ran. So yeah, you can see there Wesui managed to kill 1,700 Inkoiki warriors, while the Ikoiki managed to kill 1,400 of the Wesugi. Let's look at the unit statistics to see who killed the most from the Wesui field. It was the Wesui warrior monks with 229 kills. That's quite a lot. Quite surprising as well. Probably these guys were probably the ones who managed to sneak around the back after finishing off the infantry. Next up comes the Great Guard with 223. As you can see, they lost most of their unit. These guys were basically a kamikaze unit. They just went in, died, but accomplished their mission. Same with the Wesui warrior monks. You can see that they only had 13 men remaining. And in third place we have one unit of Macho Ashigaru. I wonder if that's the last unit. Yeah, probably, because they only lost 44 men. They managed to win with... They're gonna manage to reach third place with 220 kills. And more 100 kills, but who cares about the 100 kills? Oh yeah, we can see the Matchlock unit. They got focus fire with only 37 kills, and the Yari Cub, who died at the very start of the battle with only 35 kills. Meanwhile, the Ikoiki got 139 kills. That's probably not what the player here Firestarter intended with this elite unit. Next come the Longsword Ashigar. That's a surprising unit to be at the second place with 126 kills, and the third place the Ikoiki General with another 124 kills. But yeah, you can see that the Ikoiki General units did not perform at their full capacity. One, because of the cap that went around the back and sniped a few of them. Two, because of the fire that was coming their way from the Matchlock units from the Wesugi. We saw a bit of that, not all of it, but you know, a bit. And third, because of the warrior monks who managed to break through the infantry and just start cutting heads from the Ikoiki. But yeah, that was a cool battle. Very close, as I said, very costly for both sides. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to try to be more consistent from this point onwards. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day, and bye.